Hey, what is going on, guys? Slick Joe here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always, and welcome back to another video on World War II Zombies. Today, I'm going to be going over some of the best new features in the new World War II Zombies mode. Not a full review or anything, just a couple of things that I wanted to mention and talk about that I thought were pretty cool new things that Sledgehammer has added in their game. So if you do enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I would really appreciate that a whole lot. And also turn on notification bells because, say it with me now, YouTube sub boxes are complete shit. But with that out of the way, let's hop into the video. So this isn't going to be like a top 5 or anything. I'm just going over these in no particular order. I have 3 of them I want to talk about. And the first one is the armor system, or the new Juggernaut in World War II Zombies. So I've already made a video explaining how this works, but if you didn't see that, basically it's the replacement for Juggernaut, which gives you more health in zombies. So you can take more hits with this, but this one's a little different because you have to buy it, and then if you use up the hits that it gives you, then you lose them and you have to rebuy it, and then it keeps getting more expensive and so on and so forth. And I think this is a really cool addition to zombies. It really changes things up and kind of changes the way you play, because you have to be a lot more cautious, and it rewards those better players for playing better. So instead of like having the perk Juggernaut, you can just kind of get hit those extra times and not have to worry about it. Now you still have to play like you don't have Jug, but you do have that as kind of like a backup and emergency reserve in case you do end up getting hit more than the allotted 3 times. So that is why I kind of like this. It rewards those better players, kind of makes you change up your play style and play more cautiously and just play better in general, and will help you to get better at zombies because you'll be trying not to get hit as much, and it will help you improve, I think, all around. And I just really like this system. Now, some people were kind of complaining that it gets too expensive. It does cap off at 10,000 points, but that is a lot just to get Jug. And I think maybe it does get a little too expensive too quickly. But overall, I think the cap at 10K is a pretty good area, because if you get it up to that high, then you probably deserve to have it cost that much. But like I said, I think that maybe the increments in which it increases in price should be lowered a little bit, because it does shoot up there rather fastly after you get it to about 3K. Then it starts to really get expensive after each buy, and you're at 10K before you know it. So I think maybe decreasing the increments in which it gets more expensive could be helpful. But overall, really love the armor system. Great new feature in World War II Zombies, and I'm super stoked that they decided to add this in. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the first map and how it has the Easter egg tutorial. So I'm sure you all know, in the Final Reich, you kind of have these objectives and these kind of things you're supposed to do that the game specifically tells you right up in the corner there what you're supposed to do, whether it be find the bunker door, get to the sewers, turn on power. It tells you, kind of guides you through the map and tells you what to do. It doesn't tell you exactly where to go and how to find everything, but it does give you some direction. And I think this is a really, really awesome thing, especially for the first map in a game. Because if you think back to Black Ops 3, their first map was Shadows of Evil. And don't get me wrong, Shadows of Evil is one of my favorite maps of all time in Zombies. But it is a little difficult for those newer players. If you're a newer player coming into Zombies, you've got no idea what the hell to do in Shadows of Evil, and you're probably going to be turned off by it immediately. I played with a couple of friends when it first came out, and they never touched Zombies besides that first game we jumped into, because they were just not a fan of doing all of that stuff. It was too confusing for them, even though I was pretty much carrying them through the whole thing. But they were just not a fan of all the confusing stuff you had to do, and it kind of turned them off from Zombies in general. Now with World War II Zombies, they have this kind of quest mode where you follow a quest and it guides you through the Easter egg to complete it all the way up to the boss fight. And this is really good to break those new players into Easter eggs, because maybe before players, like I said before in Shadows of Evil, would get in and be immediately turned off by zombies, or maybe they would just completely ignore the Easter egg stuff in general and just play zombies regularly and kind of miss out on those cool parts of the map. And now with this tutorial mode, this is a great way to introduce those players to Easter eggs, show them that it's not that hard, they can do it, and run them through one really easily, and just kind of make more people interested in the Easter eggs in general, which I think is a great thing. It was a great idea on Sledgehammer's part to include this in the map. Now, if they don't do it in every map, I'm not going to be mad at all. I think doing it in just the first map is a big thing, because a lot of people just buy that game right when it launches. They're going to play that first map, and if they don't like zombies from that first map, they'll, okay, done with zombies, and they're just going to move to multiplayer, and that will be it. But if they have this tutorial mode, and then that will kind of introduce them to the Easter eggs, how zombies works and everything like that, and then that might make them more inclined to then want to buy DLC 1, DLC 2, etc. to play those maps and kind of hunt these Easter eggs, and just kind of opening up the whole world of zombies for them that is just kind of beyond running around and killing zombies. So that is why I'm a big fan of the Easter egg tutorial in the first map, and I think it was a great idea that they added it in there. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about that I think is a really cool new feature in World War II Zombies, and that is the mod system. So the mod system, they kind of act like perks. They give you different abilities. You can equip 3 of them per class. And like I said, they just give you different abilities in the game. So they might make you immune to explosive damage, give you an extra weapon, give you extra ammo, maybe lengthen your bleed out time, or cut down the time it takes you to revive someone. There's all sorts of different effects that tons of these mods have. And I think this is a really cool idea, and it adds a completely new dynamic to the game, because before we just had, first it was perks, and then it was now gobblegums as well. And then in this game, now we have these mods, we have specials, we have all this stuff. And I think the mod system is that one that is really cool, giving you all these new abilities and can just really add some cool features to the game. Now, the one downside about this mod system is currently there's only a few mods that are really worth a shit, maybe like 5 or so, if that. And that's a little bit disheartening to see all these go to waste because of the just really OP good mods that are out there. But nonetheless, still a great system, and hopefully they will continue to add new mods in every DLC, or maybe some free updates or something. They'll add some more mods in there for us to unlock and kind of expand our choices on what mods we want to pick, instead of always reverting to those, 3 or 4 OP mods that everybody's going to be using. And maybe we'll get some other really good ones that are going to take away the spotlight from these kind of OP mods that everyone is using. So those are the things that I like about the mod system, and I do think that is another great feature in World War II Zombies. Now, there's many more things that I like and also dislike about World War II Zombies, but I won't be discussing them in this video. I'll have a full review out on a later time. But that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below what your favorite new thing in World War II Zombies is. Definitely want to hear that, so head down the comment section and let me know. But I hope you all did enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I better be seeing you in the next one. Catch you later.